What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Ruben? Quick demo video for you for your 89 Sabers OWK4. Got this done for you super quick for your brother-in-law's birthday. So I will also make it a point to get this out in the mail today because it's time sensitive. Okay, but it's installed with a Proffie V2. You've got CC Sabers in here for your main PCB, but you have plenty of blade depth, if you can see that, and your blade retention screw is right up here, so that bites down on the blade very well. This is a 2-button setup, and the 2 buttons are right here. So your front switch is going to be your activation, and then your back switch here is going to be your auxiliary. How to get to everything is you just want to unscrew this guy right here. We'll take this off. That gives you board access if you want it, but you can just grab this entire chassis and pull it right out, and you've got a blade side PCB in there that never comes out. That hooks up to this 7-pin connector right here that gives everything power to the emitter. And here's your chassis. So your Proffie board is a snap fit down into that shelf. There's no need to ever take it out from there because you can access both your SD card and your micro USB from here. And then I took the switches out of your Saber. I took that whole mechanism out, and I obviously I glued it onto the chassis, and that's how I make that work. 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker right here that's inside the chassis, like that. And then you've got a removable battery setup right here, so spring side for your battery. One thing I will say about these switches, and this is something I've had to do with these 89 switches a few times, is I had to actually take this one switch and I had to reassemble it because the clamping that holds the front, it's going to be your activation switch, so the one over here by your battery, was kind of loose. The tabs were kind of loose, so I had to take that out, make sure everything was good, and then actually put that switch back. I had to put it back together. So this should fit in fine. It goes in fine just like this, right? It slides in and it goes all the way, and you don't have any problems. But one thing I would say is don't go taking this guy and just jamming it in there because you might break that switch, right? It's going to be a little hard to see on video, but there is a portion of this side of the chassis, you can kind of see it. This is all flat right here. And it's flat so that these plungers on the inside, they stick inside there a little bit. They actually ride up against that flat piece of the chassis and they slide right in place. So the plungers will be right above these tactile switches, and that's how that's meant to work. It just has the stock configuration on it. I did not give you a copy of the config file that I use because it's super stock, except for I put motion controls on. But if it's something that you want, let me know. I can send that through you through PM, super easy. So we're going to come over here and put a battery in it. Now this does function out here, right? If we hit power, but it doesn't look very cool. So we're gonna throw it in the Saber. Like I said, make sure that this flat piece is lined up with your plungers, and we're just gonna go straight in. You have motion controls; it might go off. That's okay. We just want to go straight in with it, and then we can take this and screw it on, and this pushes everything forward. Right, so now everything is locked down where it should be, and we can come over here and hit activation. You got your LEDs up in there firing off like they should. Auxiliary. Or you can turn it off here, or you can swing it on and twist it off. Now you'll notice in the chassis the speaker was in the middle. This is the sound venting. So you've got these 2 holes here. You've got this slit here, and that's your sound venting. And it sounds really good for as little venting as there is here. Right, so you can hear that. I mean, this thing's super loud. We'll put a blade in real quick. This does take a 1-inch diameter needle-pixel blade. And we'll go ahead and lock it down. we cycle through a few of these. Do a flash on class, right? Solid. Or you could swing this guy around for a while if you wanted to. And then to get to your soundtracks, just hold down power for 1 second and let go. And we'll do the same thing to turn it off. Hold down for 1 second and let go. So I will take the blade out of this guy real quick, and then we'll just go over taking the battery out, which is easy to do. One thing about the neck portion, so it actually unscrews in 2 pieces. It unscrews right here and again right here. Now, I hand cranked this as tight as I could, but I did not want to glue your threads. It's something I don't like to do, but I tightened it down super tight. Don't unscrew it because I've got that blade side PCB. Those wires are connected to your lit connector here. So just don't do it. You'll break it, right? So, but it's going to take some doing in order to do that. So I tightened it down to where I don't think that will happen to you accidentally at all. But to get the battery out, we'll just unscrew this again. It might go off again for motion controls, but that's okay. We'll just grab the chassis and pull it straight out. And then come over here from the positive side by these pins. Pop it out with your finger just like that. And that is pretty much your Saber. Let me know if you got any questions. And if not, I will get this out in the mail today. All right, thanks.